Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahushai Ba'Shem HaRakakodesh Barakatah Yahweh Barakatah Yahushai Barakatam to the Akim Muakim. After keeping his word, truth, and all sincerity, teaching the downfall of Esau, the 2/3, this wicked queendom, and these heathens. I was just prophesying, and my phone died. Well, it didn't die. The screen went off, and basically what I was talking about was, you're supposed to take everything cheerfully, but that's not what I'm actually talking about. What I was saying is, sometimes, not sometimes, we all on a mission. You know what I mean? It's like it. I had to hit that prayer up just so I can get it out quickly, because sometimes when I try to explain stuff, it takes a long time or it's hard for people to understand me. I don't know if you guys watched any of my other videos about dreams and stuff, and I've talked about my dreams and everything that's happened and the things that have come true. The stuff that the Most High allows me to prophesy to people, the things that that He gives me through dreams and visions. Now I've always been like this since I was since I can remember. I can remember back to like before I was like 2 years old and stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, like, when the Most High tells me to do something and I don't do it, He messes me up. You can't go against what He tells you to do. I used to get up in the middle of the night, from a dream or something, and I'll go tell my wife, like, hey man, he told me we gotta go do this. We gotta go do this, thinking that she has to be part of the plan. No, it's not that the woman is part of the plan all the time. Sometimes it's just you. And this ain't it's doing how Bashim Shai says. It's not an easy life, and I mean he's always been there for me. Like my best friend, everything. I didn't know his name was Yahweh Shimei Shai back in the day, but he's always been my best friend. I've always been. It seems like my life has always been a lonely life, not a lonely, but like alone. You know what I mean? So like, and it's not bad to be alone or nothing like that, but like I was saying, like when He tells you to do something and you don't do it, He should be messing you up. You should get chastised. If your life is perfect, then you probably ain't doing what Yahweh Shem Yashai is wanting you to do. Because even if you are doing what this sounds like a contradiction, but even though you are doing what He tells you to do, you still gonna get chastised. Even if you get blessed, even when you get your blessings and things, and you're like, cool, He's blessing me because I did what He says. The blessing really ain't even for you. Just to let you know, the blessing is given to you for Him. Even when you get the bad stuff is happening to you, so you can worship and do what He says for Him. None of this is realistically about us. I mean, it is. It's about us, but it ain't about us. It's about Him. So, like I was saying, like I get messed up, and I've told people for a long time, nah, man, if I don't do it, He tells me, I get messed up. So you could tell usually when you're on the right track, because everything will try to stop you. So let's say you want to go prophesy for the first time or something out on the street, or you want to go, let's just say prophesy. That first time you try to go out, or when you try to go out, there's going to be little things that happen to try to stop you from going. Like you may miss the bus. You may get a walk out, got a flat tire. You might leave your Bible and be driving, be like, oh man, let me turn around, go get it. I might as well not go. I'm going to be late. It'll put some type of spirit on you to make you not go. But let's say you don't go, and He told you to go out there and prophesy. Or He tells you not to, or to go do it. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to go home. You're going to think everything's okay, and then you're going to be like, man, I should have just went. You're going to miss out on that opportunity. and then you're gonna get punishment. You know, your life is something in your life may happen. You might lose your job. I mean, it may be little stuff like, you might go to work and you get written up. And these are all things that start, till you get out there, And this life ain't easy, man. Tell you, like, it's not easy. You know what I mean? Because, like, I've had hardcore people that know me, like gangbangers and stuff, be like, man, I don't know, out of all the stuff you've been through, I don't know if I could live your life. I would have killed myself by now, you know. But that's what I tell them. This life ain't for everybody. Your how about Shimmy Shai gives you what you can handle. And I'm sorry I keep moving the screen up and down. It's because I don't want my screen to go off because the screen record will stop recording. But yeah, he gives you what you can handle. But when you on track, you doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like when you feeling like, oh man, I left my Bible, or oh man, like something's trying to stop you, that should give you more of a reason to keep trying to go. Like for some reason everybody in the world is trying to stop me from this mission that the Most High didn't put me on. He tells me in a dream, he's like, just go do this, I'm gonna give you everything you need. I might tell somebody, in which everything that, you're told ain't for everybody else, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's good to be silent, you know what I mean? But like, I tell like my wife or my sister, like, I'm about to get this, or this is about to happen, I'm doing this, and I'll be like, that ain't possible, we'll do it. Then next thing you know, I'll even sometimes place a bet with him. I'll be like, if he said he gonna give it to me, he gonna give it to me. And he proves me right, you know what I mean? It ain't me right, he proves himself right. And then people they'll still mock it. They'll still try to downplay it. But it's not for them, you know. Um, even with the dreams and stuff, like if he tell you to go do something like Noah, you think Noah and Moses, had to take their wives with them? I'm pretty sure they want their wife to be involved in whatever they was doing. Like, I gotta build this ark. Come help me. Nah, you crazy. You know what I mean? A lot of these women, they don't want to see. They're not going to see, They're not going to see what you see. You know what I mean? He took understanding from them. He deprived them from having understanding. A woman's supposed to help you, to be a pillar of rest for you. But, if they're not going to see what you're going to do. Most of the time you're going to be alone, you know what I mean? And you just, this is why you got to make it how about Shimmy and Shaw your best friend. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you be like cooking or whatever in the kitchen or wherever you at, cooking outside, whatever you're doing, and something that just flash in your head, and you'll be like, damn, you dang, something flash in your head like, dang. So that whole time, them dudes is trying to set me up or whatever, or dang, you'll just start laughing out of nowhere and be like, man, is that why you did this? You know what I mean? You did that, all that just to get me to this point, or like, to learn something, and you'll laugh about it. You know what I mean? So, you got to make it how about Shimmy and Shaw your best friend. So, your mission, when you doing what you're supposed to be doing, even, other brothers in the truth, they may be against what you saying, but you gotta. It says a word about your own salvation. So if the Most High Yahweh Shimmy Ashai is telling you to do something, you have to act it out. Because I'm pretty sure people was telling. They told Yahushai, what he was doing was wrong. I guarantee they told Moses what he was doing was wrong. They told Noah what he was doing was wrong. People that told Job what he was doing was wrong. You got to stick it out. You got to worry about your own salvation. So, like I said, he'll mess you up, and you can tell when you're on the right track because everybody will be trying to stop you from doing it. They want to talk to you. They want to ask you questions about what you're doing. Sometimes it's best just not to even get on an answer. Sometimes it's good just to let people talk and then continue doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have people that don't believe in you. Like, for instance, when I used to fight, people always want to go running with me. Or why you run so much? Why you do this? They try to stop you, and then you realize They trying to stop you because they can't do it, or they trying to stop you because they slow or something. They it's not, everything is not for everybody. Even people that are higher than you, maybe they don't want you to beat them or something like that. But you gotta stay focused on your mission, and when you go against it, you're gonna get messed up. And I was just gonna read this Acts 9. So Saul, which took me a minute to, I had heard in a verse from one of the brothers, was talking about how Saul was set apart, but his name is Paul. So I'm just go down to Acts. This is Acts 9. I'm gonna go down to 5, and I'm gonna tell you one of the greatest things that's ever been told to me. My coach used to always tell me, because you be doing stuff. My coach would always say, if it were easy, everybody would be doing it. So what you're supposed to be doing ain't supposed to be easy. Like they said in Any Given Sunday, if you make your life easy, or if your life is easy, or dang it, if you do what's easy, then your life will be hard. But if you do what's hard, then your life will be easy. So so this in 5 says, and he said, who art thou, Lord? Yahweh. He said, and the Yahweh said, I am Yahweh Shai, from whom thou persecuted. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. So that's basically saying, you can't go against what the Most High wants. You know what I mean? Like how you gonna kick against something that's poking you? Like if he wants you to do something, you gonna go do it. You can't. You can try to fight back, but it's gonna be hard for you. You just gonna get your ass whooped. And I mean, you are though. You gonna get your butt kicked. You gonna get your butt kicked because it's not easy, and it's not supposed to be easy. You know what I mean? And then, like, even here, Matthew says, Matthew 19:24, and again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. So, it's not supposed to be easy. This life ain't easy. If this life was easy, if everybody was meant to, do work for Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, which everybody's meant to, but if everybody was awake and wanting to choose that life, to do what Yahweh Hashem Yahshua wants, then we wouldn't have transgression and things on this earth. Everything would be in order, but it's not. So, Salakia. But it's not. So, you just gotta keep that faith. And, Salakia. I think that was what I was reading. You gotta keep that faith and believe that Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is gonna deliver you. Oh, that's one thing too. Yeah, you gotta keep that faith and believe that Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is gonna deliver you. Because especially if you doing what he says, and people persecuting you, there's a verse that says that you're gonna be get locked up, and for 10 days, keep that faith, and then even until death, and you'll get your crown. So you gotta keep your faith. Even though everything seems like it might be beating you down, it seems like everybody's against you. You know what I mean? Everybody wants you to stop. You lose your job. Just you got to keep your faith. If he put dreams up on you and other people don't believe in the dreams, and that those are for you, which we know nothing, but he tells you to do something, do that, because the other people ain't gonna get fucked up. You're gonna get fucked up. And we all know the word fuck means fornicate under the consent of the king, but you're the one that's gonna have to get punished. They're not the ones getting punished. It's like, you'll have people tell you, oh, don't do something, And then later on, when everything goes back up, like, well, why didn't you just do what said you were gonna do? Because y'all kept trying to stop me. Well, that's, you know what I mean? They're gonna put that blame on you anyway. So it's 440. So yeah, that 44. You know what I mean? I like my numbers a little bit. You know what I mean? So not a little bit. I like them numbers. You know what I mean? I believe everything got a spiritual meaning behind it. Everything on this earth is spiritual. So keep your faith. Keep your faith. Even if other Akim tell you not to do something, if the Most High put something up on you to do, you do that. And you got to do it righteously. You know what I mean? And not being out there like, oh, I got this mission, and y'all can't be a part of it, or he told me to prophesy and all y'all to be quiet. Not to be I'm trying to think of the word. Not to be like don't take the glory basically from Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Everything we do gotta be in his glory. You know what I mean? I was actually praying on that at work the other day. I was asking him, I was like, I was asking him how to be more like David, because everybody want to be a fisher, or I'm pretty sure everybody want to be a hunter. But I'm like, what am I? You know what I mean? What am I to do? This is the stuff that I think about and talk to him about while I'm at work or just walking around. I'll ask him like, what do I got to do? Like, how do I get that spirit of like David to put everything, all the glory into your name? Because you don't want to be like some people, that just think that the Most High is just blessing you and you out there just doing whatever you want. Or, that the Most High is working with you, dealing with you, you're out there doing what you want. It's like, how, you got to ask him and talk. I talk to him, you know what I mean? I ask him, like, show me this, like. But sometimes I be afraid to ask for stuff because you don't know what's going to happen, I be like, what do I got to do to get these spiritual powers? Like, what do I got to do? Like, like, sometimes you got to be fearful because you don't know what his thoughts are. But, he may know that you want to serve him. You know what I mean? Because, like, you may be asking for something, but are you asking for it for yourself, or are you asking for him? For to honor him. And he knows, and he ain't gonna lie. He'll give it to you because he said, "Ask and you shall receive." But then sometimes it's like, do you really want to receive it? Because what's gonna come with it? And it's like sometimes you be like, how do I get closer to you? And then sometimes that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful what you asking for because you don't know what kind of stuff you about to go through to get it. And even though Yahweh Shem Yahshai is gonna be there with you, he gonna test you. Sometimes it's like, damn, I want it. You tell me I want it, but you know what I mean. But like, dang, I don't want to get messed up. You don't know if he gonna have to put you in a wheelchair. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know if he gonna have to lock you up. You don't know if you're gonna have to get beat up. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna go through something to get something. Not necessarily saying it's gonna be bad like that, but sometimes it's just like, if you're trying to walk, I can't explain it, man, because it's like, and I keep telling people, like, when it's me, it's 444. When it's me, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, that's what I say, he punishes me quick. It ain't like some people don't get their punishment. Like, when you sin, or when I sin, man, I get fucked up quick. Like, I get messed up quick. And I don't know how to explain it to y'all. Like, when I do something, I'm punished. Like, it don't drag out for 8, 9, 10 years. Nothing like that. And then the punishment, it's like, I did something. Now it's like, shit, I better watch my back. Like, shit, like, he about to fuck me up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it to y'all, man. I wish I could. Like Like my punishments be like on. It's like I'm not waiting. Like, and then even before, like I said, like when I don't do what he says, he messes me up. He messed my life up. And I mean, it could go on for a while depending on how long I don't do what he says, and then it could be like I do what he says and he just blesses me. But realistically, the blessing that you receive ain't even for you. It's to glorify him. You know what I mean? A lot of people be thinking, oh, he blessed me with this. It's not for you. It's for him. He gave you it so your day could be easier so you could do what you need to do for him. You know what I mean? It's not it ain't just for what you think like, oh, I'm blessed. Like people walk around all these rappers, oh, I'm blessed. No, them niggas is not blessed. Not at all. Them niggas is cursed. Oh, I'm blessed. I'm moving to Africa. Oh, you cursed. You about to go and get your ass blown the fuck up. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know. Just because these people ain't getting their punishment right away, their punishment is gonna be a lot worse. Like my foster parents, they would used to be like, "Do you want to be on punishment for 2 weeks, or you want to go outside because your friends is here? You want to just take this ass whipping and go to Six Flags?" I'd be like, "Here, let me just get an ass whipping so I can get off punishment." You know what I mean? I'm like, that's what it's like. It's either Yahweh Hashem Nishai is gonna punish you right now, or he gonna punish you later. And if he working with you, your ass gonna get punished right now. You gotta realize that, you know what I mean? You gonna get punished, you know. And you should when you do something, even when you think you're doing this work, sometimes you should be like, yo, did I do that correct? You know, am I doing what makes you happy? You know, like, did I mess up? Did I miss out on? Because you know he'll put that spirit on you, like when you talking sometimes to say a verse, but if you don't say it or to say a certain thing and you don't say it, it's like did you pass that test? Even though you didn't say exactly what that little verse or whatever that came to your head, and something interrupted or something, you know what I mean? And now you forgot it. You know what I'm saying? So did you pass some tests? You know what I mean? So it's like, is you gonna do what he wants you to do, or is you gonna do what you want to do? And I'm kind of digressing from the point, you know what I mean? But remember, you can't go against the Most High. Remember, he says it's a fearful thing to be in the hands of the Most High. So that's the same thing as, and he said, number 5, and he said, who art thou, Yahweh? And Yahweh said, I am Yahweh Shai, from from whom thou persecuted. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. You can't. You just gonna get hurt. You can't go against your how about Shem Yashai. If he tell you to do something, do it. With that said, I mean, it don't care. It don't matter what everybody else think. Do it. Just make sure you're doing what he wants you to do and not what you want to be doing. You know. And like I said, everything should be against you when you pushing forward, not when you get pushing against how about Shem Yashai. You know, like as in people should be against you or try to stop you, or you know, like stuff like that. You know, not like. I mean, it's hard to explain, and it shouldn't be so hard to explain. You know what I mean? Like, if you get what I'm saying, or if you dealing with the Most High, you should understand what I'm saying. Like, you should be going. Like, demons should be trying to stop you from doing the Most High's work. But if you going against what the Most High says, even though you may think you're getting blessed, you getting punishments. You know what I mean? I just can't. I can't explain it. Like, it's harder for me to explain for you to understand what I'm saying. But I hope that you guys is getting this and it's edifying. But Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshai Barakatah Yahweh Barakatah Yahshai Barakatam.